All right, you guys, welcome back. Welcome back. This is Wicked Raider 22, and we are actually making some progress. As you guys can see, we are at day 5 of play. And of course, if you are joining for the first time, be sure to subscribe, just taking you through a beginner's journey and kind of outlook on this one. Not a huge player, but someone who gets in about an hour, maybe per day. So if you see the progress, kind of most of you guys will pass me by, but definitely leave some comments, a little bit of advice, because Deliana Chase is who we are trying to get. Of course, we have until the 28th, so another 10 days or so, but we have 2 more login days to go, and she will be ready for us. Now, because this is a free to play, and on my personal side, I have done a little purchasing. I am aware of what it's going to take to ascend this particular champion. And I know that red potions are going to be her thing. And so we're going to be collecting those along the way as well. Daily check in. Have we made it? Oh, so close, so close. So we have 2 artifacts there coming from a little artifact set that will definitely be familiar. Tier reward is coming up based on the progress that we have made so far in Classic Arena. Keep in mind, we are 5 days in, so very limited play, but we have definitely made some good progress. I will say that one. I am more cautious compared to how I first went through the game, which was, rush in and take every battle no matter what. And I now am a lot more selective. So in case I don't have time to visit the arena as much as I would like, or stay in that area as much as I would like, then I can still tier up appropriately. To give you a little bit of comparison on the other account, I think I'm 26 days in and I just made it to tier 3. So you definitely make progress, and you can make quite a bit of it as well. And this is, 4 artifacts in that bronze tier chest. Not bad. Definitely starting to step up to the 3 and 4 star. And we'll have to do some investigations on these symbols, because actually the leaf I've seen before, but I can't recall exactly what it's tied to. Don't forget, we're going to go in and get a little credit for putting in our 4 champions, but we're really champion limited at this point. So I guess we're going to have to do today before we hit arena, or we may just go ahead and hit arena first. But we'll do our regular. We're going to pull some champions today. All right, so here is the Masquerade Kale skill. Anyone who pulled Kale, you will notice that this popped up maybe a week and a half ago, and it announced the Masquerade skin. If you want to get your hands on it, keep winning. There's going to be a tournament, of course, Ice Golem, which is now through the 20th, using Epic Champions, which for a lot of us beginners, Spider Tournament using champions from the Galleon pack, and then the Dragon Tournament. So this is really going to depend on where you've been pulling from, and it's more of a high-end kind of moment. They're giving out fragments for other skins, even if you're finishing first, second, or third. So if you pull that particular champion, that's definitely worth a read. I believe that we're in a tournament group. Yeah, we did join a clan. We should be in this tournament group. Whenever you see tournaments pop up, anything like that, you definitely want to go in. It only takes, 6 of these guys. For a lot of us, that's maybe 1 to 2, maybe 3 arena battles max, and you get that 50 energy. We know how hard it is. I will tell you guys up front, to get this many hasn't taken me long on the other side, but this definitely makes going to arena worth it. And honestly, let's go in really quickly. And I can't recall how much in energy we have. I think we're at 11,000. So, I do have another update, because I did pull a new champion before we make this move. Rotting Mage, you will notice 2 things if you have missed a video with me. Number 1, we made the difficult decision to go ahead, consolidate, and to make our 3 leading champions that we're focusing on first 4 star. So you'll notice that Sniper earned a star, which of course means we had to sacrifice some people, and we sacrificed. I did go in because I ended up getting a shard as a random pull after completing the mission, and I ended up getting Rotting Mage. Now, I don't even have Rotting Mage on my pay-to-play account. So this one was like, I wonder. Gilead Beam, notice aura is all included, so it's going to attack one enemy on that first attack. Has a 25% chance of placing a freeze debuff for one turn. Damage is based on their attack, and of course, this freeze can come in handy depending on how effective it actually becomes. Early game, at least. Attack number 2 places a 25% increase attack buff on all allies for 4 turns. And remember, we have increased speed that's coming our way, increased attack that's coming our way. So we're starting to really acquire more champions that have those additional abilities. This is something that we'll definitely want to ascend just to increase the possibility of it placing an increased defense buff as well. Mental Overload attacks one enemy. This would have been nice if it was more than one. Has a 75% chance of placing a stun debuff for one turn. Honestly, this would have been awesome. And I'm thinking like 3 stars if this had been an attack all. Maybe the aura makes up for it. Increases ally speed and faction crypts by 13%. Now, I will say we don't have any other, as far as auras go, we've really got to start thinking about stuff and things like this in general, because faction crypts do become important. So he's going to be a keeper. I did go ahead and lock him. I tend to lock my top champions that I know for sure I won't get rid of for a while. Sniper is always an optional for me, even on my other accounts. Zephyr Sniper is another one that was pulled yesterday. We've pulled her before. She doesn't attack all enemies. It's not the strongest. Her stats are not the quickest. Ranger skills is going to place a continuous heal, which can be nice, but depending on how strong you make your team, how fast your team is, her skills would be a little lackluster pretty quickly. Overall, you can kind of see HP, speed is 100, resistance is at 30, and of course, you're always building defense and critical rate. And remember that first little increase is coming from what we've done so far in other areas of the game as well. And then Sister Militant is just moving up based on being food pretty much. So let's get back to this battle because we are just all off. And this will be our first time being able to see our newest champion go to work. Now we should do fine, which this team is pretty good. And remember, each time you log in, you definitely want to at least get in those 5 battles in arena. Normally I'll go the entire area and do the whole thing. But on this next one, after we do this team, I'll show you guys as far as rewards, what they're talking about when it comes to that tournament area. So here, we're earning 2, like really, really quickly. As you move up, the strength of your team, speed of your team, all of that becomes really important as well. You will sometimes earn 6, 15, 30, 40 of these at a time. So the need in order to gain the rewards can be great. But if you sit for a little while and you go through all of your battles, you should definitely be able to earn everything. And there's a champion at the very end. It's a 3-star that I have not worked with before. So it's always nice to see how long it would take us to kind of work toward the goal. We should at 14,000 as far as power, which is kind of nice. His increased attack on that first, he can take a little damage, and this is with nothing on him at all. I am kind of liking that one. This is actually one of the videos that I wanted to put out because this is when you start thinking about how do you want to build your team and what is your team going to look like over time? And I think I'm really liking the way currently they're working together. I like how active he is up front. So I'm kind of appreciating that. But I also want to see what happens. Let's just switch places. So we know exactly what Sniper can do. Rotting Mage, I think, yeah, let's put it in between. I do like the fact that he goes right away, though. Let's see how we feel on this one. As you're changing position, and I would just recommend that you kind of play around with it and figure out who needs to go in what box and where. And once you memorize it, you'll start to understand what's first. You notice as we moved him as far as location, and we'll go down to this next battle, that he went first. So he was able to increase the attack before any of the other champions were able to go. So order is important. It's definitely going to play a role. You hear a lot of veteran, champions talk about it all the time. And it's kind of hard to grasp and understand in the very beginning. But with this amount of support remaining, this team does pretty well. But Sniper isn't as active as I would like her. So I may play with that position and just see how it goes. We're going to run through all of these. And as you can see, most of your arena battles are pretty straightforward. I haven't seen many champions since we are at the very beginning that are different from the ones we're currently working with. So I definitely feel like this was, Rodney Mage was a nice pull. The amount of damage that he does do is kind of nice-ish. That 201 is kind of weak, but I am feeling this defense. You can't beat that, especially when it frees up Elhain to do other things. It frees up your champions overall and gives them that flexibility. So there are some times when I will log in just to claim that daily login reward and then literally do all of my arena, exhaust all of my coins and log out. I've found benefit in doing arena. I think it's something that probably every couple of videos you guys will definitely see me do. And it's because you're always keeping up not only with your team power, it's a good opportunity for you to build your tier, but the level of rewards that are hidden within the arena, I believe are worth it. I've seen champions that highly recommend you do arena from the very beginning. I've also seen champions that, say they finish almost the entire game before they started arena. And I've seen the same thing when it comes to challenges. I know some recommend off bat, hey, always do all your challenges. Try to complete them as you go, even if you, kind of get stuck on, what can I do right now? Because sometimes you're trying to build your other champions, your food, so that you can sacrifice them. But you want to do something different and just continuously run campaign all the time. So that's when it becomes important. And we're going to go in, since this team kind of works, we're going to go in and equip Rotten Mage after we do our collection as well. Beware, do not refresh, guys. Honestly, when it comes to gems, I'm extremely careful, but it's not worth the 5 gems, to be honest. I'm keeping an eye on it. We're really, really close. And remember, as you get closer to moving up to that next tier, this always happens. Before you agree to go in and get more, going in server maintenance for 10 minutes. All right, so we have about 13 minutes. We're going to just squeeze this one in, and we're going to go in and collect everything that we can. So those 7 brews will definitely help. The other thing you're going to notice on a regular basis is that you're going to have a lot of instances where you're going to be asked to either, click or absorb or whatever you're doing. So they're going to add additional information. They're probably going to go in and put in skins and everything else. Summer trials, build rewards, champion training events that are coming up. There will always be something. There will always be something that's taking place for you. I didn't realize this is a free gift. That is definitely worth the claim. That limited time with the added in multi-battles, guys, multi-battles become so important the further you go in. There are a lot of times when I really regret using my multi-battles. When I did, see, we just claimed a refill for our arena tokens. So before you use your gems to go in and do anything, always check your treasure box and always check your quest, because sometimes you can do one quest and get a refill. I always purchase the shards. I know they're not the greatest shards, but these little packs, remember, these are the ones that are sent, and they tell you how much you get and what you get and all that greatness. But we're going to steer away from that one. Purchase that item. The shard is a good thing to purchase because you spend 5,000, but you get it right back. Number one, so it's a free shard. You also get 100 XP, so this allows you to bump up to the next level. And boom, we're going to get 5 arena tokens. So that's going to go into our little area. We're going to log in with our clan to let them know we are checking in. We want to earn a couple of points there. We do have champions that we will be coming back to kind of take a look at as we're upgrading. And then we can start getting a little credit. And remember, as you're clicking through, you're trying to make sure you're checking off everything that you need to. And my computer can be definitely slow. So Ice Golem, they're going to give you all the rules. If you take a look, you're already involved with, getting these arena tokens or going to Ice Golem and collecting these tokens. So they're just going to make it really specific in what area you need to be in. But the thing is about the skin, first, second, third, we'll end up walking away with it. And that's just kind of how that one will work. So we'll see, what category we can fall in with this one and how we can do. And then we'll move forward. And then we have some rewards that didn't even realize we had acquired. So this is the original challenge that we saw for Classic Arena when I was going through how easy it is to make this. And guys, we're going to go for 30 because I don't know who this is, but this is awesome. So if you have not seen this champion, I mean, wow, it's like a fragment for a 5 stars, what I'm guessing. So yeah, let's go for it. 30 is not that many. We are pretty close anyway, so we're almost in the 20s. So we're going to go back. We're going to finish up our Classic Arena. I forgot to drop in those tokens, of course. But as I go through and start collecting, if you take a look, all of these. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like we are multi-battling our hearts out. Look at all of these. And notice, guys, free gifts from us to you, free gifts from us to you, free gifts. All of these are free gifts. So this is like absolutely amazing. You have 99 days to collect. Like, are you serious? So I leave my energy in here. I make sure I log in through, however many accounts you have, but that was, that's amazing. So we can definitely push through and get some things done today. And those will be fragment pieces that we'll be acquiring, trying to get this one. And look, we're so close to making it to level 22. So we're going to run through, do some additional arena battles and kind of challenge ourselves to see what we can do. I can tell you what we didn't do. And we'll pause after this match. We need to actually go ahead and equip our rotting mage. So put a couple of pieces of equipment there. And let's see how that allows him to do. We can definitely do some upgrading, but for right now, since this is going to be my team of 4, the first one, he is equipped. Then I'm going to lock in. I really wanted to see if I could upgrade. You can't go above level 8. Just kind of hard, but yeah, I can't go above level 8. So we've actually already equipped him. I don't know if that was the best thing ever. Divine speed. That may be nice to put on Elhain. You will acquire, and I think I did these through, I ran a couple of dungeons the other night and had a really good time with that one. Speed goes up by 12%, HP by 15%. I guess I'm going here, kind of doing a comparison. But that's epic and this is rare. And sometimes, guys, that does not matter. Let me show you the difference. We're going to go to level 8. And the good thing is as you move up, you actually get a chance to skip this little animation, which is really nice. And as you upgrade, you're going to notice to the left-hand side, you are satisfying quests as you go. Just because I really want to upgrade this one and do a good comparison over which one would best fit. I have seen some pretty stealthy built Elhains, and I've seen, I've watched a few videos on the topic as well. But, so let's take a look. This one is level 10, actually. The attack power, even my rare is kind of outdoing it. It doesn't have that added percentage. Something to think about. Resistance is 8, so this one is not for resistance. Crit damage is 10%. This one requires 15% for HP, self-shield for 3 turns. I still think at the end of the day, it's probably going to be a better fit. I would love to see if I could upgrade you 1 level, maybe. All right, there we go. So we can take it up further. We just can't auto it up. And it's trying to get, and some of these you spend a lot on. I mean, a lot. And so after 4, 5, 6 tries, I just kind of stop. But it's getting these stats up as much as possible. Honestly, I think that I could better equip War Priest. This is another one. Now, remember, as we begin to move gear from one place to the other, you're going to be spending silver. So that's kind of the biggest thing to keep in mind. Now, what we have equipped is for critical rate, so it's going to increase by 12%. What I was looking at was would divine speed be a little bit better? That's only bumping speed and HP, which her speed is slow. You know, but when you do that comparison, HP would go down, and yeah, it wouldn't be a huge. Critical damage goes up, resistance would go up. So I don't know if it's worth it. I don't think at this point I want to sacrifice having that HP. It's kind of hard at this point. So see if we can do any other upgrades. We can upgrade some skills, but that's one. I'm not going to use that for any of my champions so far. I probably want to go in honestly before we upgrade anyone's level, which we have a couple of ways to do this one. Elhain has to get to 40, so we'll run a few battles before we do that, only because we can. And then we're going to go in. Let's go ahead and do these shards. Yeah, just in case. We may have some additionals that we can be running through and doing something differently. Nick is one of those, you're going to get him quite a bit. He's a slasher, guys. He stabs, attacks one enemy, has an extra 20% chance of inflicting a critical hit. Damage inflicted is proportional to definition. Not really that great, to be honest. So that's some definite food, which 90% of these are food. But every now and then I luck up, not today. Oh, how do we pronounce this one? Novi take. All right, let's go with Novi there. Still one skill, harrying shot. So he's only going to attack that one enemy. We're going to drag him through a few campaigns, and then he will be sacrificed. So making sure you're going in to acquire another shard. Remember that this little timer is based off of when you go in and click to set the next period. You're always going to accomplish your quest as long as you're doing your thing. If we go in and summon one more champion, you guys may have just saw that one. That will allow us the ability to come in and actually not only pull him, which he's food. He does have, this is Death Knight. He has a, that first attack, Rusty Sword, attacks one enemy, has a 15% chance of placing sleep debuff for one turn. A lot of the undead will have this particular debuff or freeze. I've noticed that. And he has payback, has a 30% chance of counterattacking when hit. The problem is he does not have a very solid hit. Design-wise, though, I mean, looks pretty cool, pretty amazing, very effective. But yeah, no. Will not be investing in that one, but I do thank him because that will allow us to complete yet another quest before we return to Arena. So today is going to be all about Arena. If you have not logged in yet, I definitely recommend that one. We're going to get that one done. I think we have built a team that we can stick with and be pretty proud of. That's going to serve us pretty well. And the good thing is we're going to push through, and hopefully we can build our team so that we're able to move into tag team as well. Remember with tag team Arena, the only difference is you do 3 series of 3 battles. So you need either 3 really strong champions or you're creating 3 teams of champions. So that's a minimum of 12 if you're trying to fill every slot. There are teams, of course, that only have 1 champion. I've seen some with 2 per team. So it just depends on how you choose to build everyone. I want to build our rotting mage. I'm pretty sure over time he's going to survive more and more battles, but we'll see. This may be interesting. So we're just going to work through Arena. You guys let me know, who did you build on your first team? How did that composition for that team work out for you, and how long did it end up working for you? How many arena points were you able for the tournament to pull? Because this is a huge one. It'd be nice to pull the fragments if nothing else. So keep me posted. If you have not subscribed, please go ahead and do so now. It is always great for you guys to join me. We're going to start live streaming on Twitch, so I'll have that information coming for you pretty soon. Have a great day.